What if I told you that every move, every glance, and every pause in Vladimir Putin's speech is meticulously calculated? That behind his controlled demeanor lies a psychological strategy perfected over decades. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand the hidden signals he sends, but also learn how to apply them in your own life. Section 1. Controlled body language. One of the first things you notice about Putin is his posture, rigid, upright, and commanding. This is no accident. The power stance. Notice how he stands with his shoulders squared, chest slightly expanded, but never appearing too aggressive. This is a classic dominant stance that conveys stability and control. If you want to exude authority, practice standing with balance and presence. Never slouch, never appear rushed. The measured walk. Ever seen Putin rush? Number. His movements are slow, deliberate. He walks as if he controls the very space around him. If you want to project confidence, slow down. Move with purpose. The one-handed handshake. Unlike many Western leaders, Putin avoids double-handed shakes. His handshakes are firm, brief, and controlled, never overpowering but never weak. A strong handshake without forcefulness shows dominance without aggression. Section 2. Facial expressions and micro-expressions. A master of composure, Putin rarely breaks character. But what does that controlled face tell us? The neutral expression. Have you noticed he rarely smiles? A neutral face is one of his strongest tools. It creates an air of unpredictability and makes others uneasy. In high-stakes situations, showing less emotion often gives you the upper hand. The slow blink and prolonged eye contact. Putin rarely blinks rapidly. Instead, he holds eye contact just a fraction longer than usual. This can be intimidating and make others feel like they're under scrutiny. If you want to establish control in a conversation, practice steady, unbroken eye contact, but without making it too aggressive. The smirk of control. Occasionally, a subtle smirk crosses his face, especially when dealing with opposition or addressing controversy. This suggests inner confidence, as if he knows something others don't. Section 3. Speech patterns and silence as a weapon. The calculated pause. One of Putin's most powerful techniques is knowing when to pause. Silence can be more powerful than words. He often stops mid-sentence, making his audience hang on to his every word. Want to command attention? Use pauses strategically. Speaking slowly and deliberately. Unlike high-energy speakers, Putin's speech is steady, deep, and controlled. This signals absolute confidence. If you want to be taken seriously, slow down your speech, eliminate filler words, and control your tone. The low-toned, controlled voice. Studies show that deeper voices are perceived as more authoritative. Putin's voice remains calm and level, never rising too high or dropping too low. If you want to project authority, keep your voice steady and controlled. Section 4. Hand gestures and signals of control. The minimalist hand gestures. Unlike Western politicians, Putin doesn't overuse his hands. He keeps gestures minimal, often emphasizing points with small, controlled movements. This prevents appearing overly emotional and keeps his image strong. Steepling fingers. This is a classic dominance gesture. When he places his fingertips together in a steeple, it signals confidence, intelligence, and control. The one-hand grip. When seated, he sometimes grips the table or chair arm lightly, signaling that he is physically grounded and unshaken. Section 5. Mastering the room. Letting others speak first. A common Putin strategy is to let others voice their opinions first. This allows him to read the room, detect weaknesses, and then respond with a calculated, dominant stance. If you want control in conversations, listen more than you speak. Choosing where to sit. Ever noticed how Putin often sits at the head of a long table? Positioning in a room matters. If you want to assert dominance in meetings, choose a seat with a clear view of the room and avoid being boxed in. Never overreacting. No matter how intense a situation gets, Putin rarely shows immediate emotional reactions. Keeping a poker face in high-pressure scenarios is a powerful skill. If you want to maintain power, train yourself to respond, not react. One of Putin's most defining traits is his calm and controlled demeanor. As a world leader, he never reveals more than necessary. His eyes often appear emotionless, expressionless, and intensely focused. How you can apply this? Maintain strong eye contact and develop a controlled, steady gaze. Avoid unnecessary smiles. Powerful individuals like Putin only smile when needed and never use fake warmth. Minimize excessive facial expressions to create a mysterious and authoritative aura. Remember, if people don't know what you're thinking, they'll try to figure you out, and that gives you power. Putin's body language is precise and deliberate. When he sits at a table, he makes small, restricted movements, exuding confidence. His posture is always upright, shoulders relaxed, yet strong. How you can apply this? Keep your shoulders back and stand tall, even while sitting. Minimize hand gestures. Unnecessary movements show insecurity. Act like the center of power. Control the room, don't let the room control you. Remember, small and controlled movements aren't about energy conservation. They're a subtle display of power. Putin's speech is clear, measured, and authoritative. He carefully chooses his words, never speaks too fast, and never reacts emotionally. How you can apply this? Speak with intention and clarity. Control your tone, don't shout. Calm authority is more powerful. Eliminate filler words like and you know. Say things with certainty and avoid repeating yourself. Remember, people follow those who sound sure of themselves. Even if you don't feel confident, project it. Putin's greatest weapon is uncertainty. People never fully understand him, and they can't predict his next move. How you can apply this? Don't reveal too much about yourself. Let people wonder. Use strategic silence. The less you speak, the more people pay attention when you do. Never underestimate your rivals, but never reveal too much about what you know. Remember, the strongest weapon is mystery. One of Putin's most notable qualities is his ability to remain unemotional even in crisis situations. No matter what happens, he never visibly shows anger or fear. How you can apply this? Take deep breaths in stressful moments and don't rush decisions. Control your emotions. Never let them control you. Silence is often more powerful than chaos. Remember, a true leader remains calm even in the most intense situations. Every successful leader has a signature style, and Putin's is one of calculated dominance. If you want to refine your presence and master your own personal power, start applying these principles today. Subscribe for